Alright, on today's episode of PJ and the Beard, we like to do a little segment we call You Should Try This. We've known each other for a number of years, we have a lot of gear, and we're always like, you should try this. So tonight is one of those episodes, and we're going to try out one of Beard's guitars.
Yeah. So today we have an Epiphone 339. An ES339. This is a relatively affordable guitar. Brand new, they're relatively affordable. In the used market, I'm going to say, I think like the $400 range. Maybe a little bit below, maybe a little bit above, depending on where you're finding it, what you're finding. I think I was in that range from Reverb with a hard shell case on this one. So this one did come with a hard shell case. It is an Epiphone hard shell case. I don't think new, though, they come with an Epiphone hard shell case. So, in past episodes, we looked at Pat's Yamaha, your SA2000. We looked at your Duesenberg, your Carlton. Duesenberg. So there's been a couple hollow bodies on it, so I thought we would sticking with a hollow body theme, but maybe going with something maybe a little bit more affordable. One of the things I like about the 339, we got the smaller body. So if you're hauling around like I am a double gig bag, this is a hollow body that you can throw in the double gig bag and take with you. And so some other interesting things about this guitar is, well, you know, you got your standard two humbuckers, you got your three-way toggle, and then the volume knobs are push-pull pots. So you can split the coils on that. So this particular guitar, the only thing that's been done to it is the pick guard has been removed. That's one of my things. I always, Gibson's anything, take the pick guard off. And I did replace the wiring harness. So we have an American wiring harness in here, which means you have to like make the holes a little bit bigger for the pots to fit through because the import pots a little tinier. They don't.
You did have fun doing that, as I remember. You were trying to hire a Keebler elf to put its hand through the F-hole. And
yes, my wife stuck her hand in. You just mentioned this guitar.
Yeah. That's why we have this channel, so we can talk about it, because if you mention this guitar to his wife,
she gets a little...
her hair just automatically goes boing.
Yeah. Or if you talk about, like, changing the pickups out on... or changing the pots out on the 335 or on another hollow body. She sees a hollow body guitar, she's like, I'm not helping with that.
You're on your own, pal.
Yeah, because it is a terrible job. I know there's, like, a lot of, like, tips and tricks on that. We use them all, and and to top it off, when I bought the wiring harness, they sent it to me with short shaft pots on it that did not fit through the body of the guitar. So we got it all wired up, put it in, and started to pull it in, only to find that you couldn't get... And I called the people I bought it from. I'm like, what's going on?
You got the shaft.
Yeah. Literally. The wrong one. So they had to send out a new one. I had to take it off. It was a mess. But works now. So what do we have? Let's do just quick neck humbucker. And then we can split that. Don't let me talk while I'm playing. So let's go to bridge. You always start on the bridge, don't you?
I do. I don't know why.
Split that. So now I guess we get into like kind of the tricky territory, because we can go in the middle position, so both humbuckers. Let's split the neck.
Okay.
Split the bridge. And then split both. So lots of options.
Yeah, there are.
We can get into where, okay, so let's split the neck pickup, go middle position, but roll the
tone back on the bridge.
Roll the tone back, roll the volume back, roll the... So, I mean, tons and tons of sounds wrapped up in that.
And you mentioned stock pickups. I mean, if I had my eyes closed, I wouldn't think that I'm listening to a $400 guitar. Of course, we're playing it through a Hot Rod
Deluxe. So, I mean, we're not talking about a super expensive amp. Anyway.
Right.
I mean, tube amp, but not... it's not a 2-rock or a Dumble or something like that.
Those are in the other... Well,
yeah,
we don't have those.
We keep those
in
the
the
other
those
room.
at the 2-Rock and Dumble factory.
The other room, we don't have access to it. So yeah, lots of options there. I mean, that's kind of one of the reasons I liked it. That was drawn to it. Hollow body, small hollow body. I always thought the small hollow bodies were cool. So easy to put in double gig bag take with you. Plus lots of sound, split coils. The Epiphone humbuckers sound really good. If you're one of those people that trolls the internet and reads news groups before you buy anything, there's a lot of discussion out there about these guitars. One of the big upgrades is pulling out those import pots and stuff, and that does, I think, personally, I feel like it made a big difference. But a lot of people say how much they like the humbuckers that come in this guitar. So I went with that and just left them in there, and I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, it sounds good. And in other episodes, if you've watched, and hopefully you have, Jason likes to roll the volume knob a lot. So having a quality pot that has some actual variance in when you turn it matters.
Right. And so that's, big thing for me is that I like to turn the overdrive pedal on, leave the overdrive pedal on, just roll the guitar back. And so you want to have a pot that is going to do that.
Just one other quick commercial about the program. We talk about what works for us. We're not saying there's a right or a wrong, or this is better or worse. You'll hopefully see as you join this conversation ongoing that it's about what works for us. We're not trying to say this is the only thing you can do and the only thing you can play and you have to do this. And we're very different in some ways too. So
right, because you're more volume wide open.
Yeah.
Maybe a volume pedal, but not doing that. So what we typically do is we take the guitar, introduce the guitar, show you the guitar. I'll play through for a second to our band. Today's band is the Ditto.
It's the Ditto Lupa, and it's BB in a box today, right? You said you were listening to a little XM.
Yeah, XM radio. Take my son to pick up his car. They were playing a little BB King. Thrill Is Gone. It's not really Thrill Is Gone. People
it's a wink and a nod.
Yeah, it's not really because I didn't really hit the minor chords the same, more the sevens or whatever. Not only that, but when we play in the Ditto Looper, we're trying to play something almost like kind of as simple as we can.
Right.
So there's not like a lot of clutter behind it. So tip if you're playing at home and you're practicing, because these are great to practice with. Try to lay something down that's maybe not as busy, so it gives you more room to play over top of it. At least that's what seems to work for us.
Excuse me. All right.
So I'm going to turn on.
Yep.
We have this little kind of travel board here, and on it we have this dispatch master, which is going to
do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I can cut that out, and everybody wondering why we're all going. So the dispatch master is giving it that little bit of delay thing. So
it showed up on another episode. As the bonus pedal on which two pedals in a guitar would you take to a gig?
Yeah. We can put a link to that in the cards.
Yep.
So I like on a delay just maybe 2 to 3 repeats, so you get that initial note. We've talked about that before. So that's on, and I think we're going to throw on the love pedal Zen Drive. This is the Black Magic Zen Drive. And
which we're playing in C sharp minor, so how appropriate, Black Magic. Santana approved. All right, we ready for the band?
I think we are.
All right. This is the most underpaid, underrecognized band in the world. Here we go.
There we go.
Pushing buttons is apparently difficult for me to do. Yeah.
It's so hard to play that thing. But so I pretty much had it wide open the whole time too. But
yeah,
try to get back on
but
that.
you flipped a couple when you went on the second pass. You
Got back
changed
on
pickups. Yeah.
Started on the neck. I know some people hate when people play on the neck, but I'm that guy. I like playing on the neck. So pass it to Pat.
No, big. We always talk about how nervous we are doing this. I did play a little bit in the setup, but we are playing in I lied. It's not C sharp minor. It's C. What'd you say?
C minor.
It's around this area right here. I'll figure it out as we go. Might be not as dynamic as my blues brethren over here, but all right. So where are we starting? You're at the neck.
Tell me when you want the band.
All right. We're gonna go neck split. Clams than Red Lobster.
Well, yeah, you can take another pass.
I don't know. Do we keep it real?
I mean, that's the point.
We're gonna keep it real. Terrible.
But that's part of the house jamming. Yeah. I mean, you don't cover up.
You should try this. Play a different guitar in a different key where you don't have any muscle memory. But I still like some of the tones. I was trying to squeeze out of there while being very self-conscious and nervous about always playing in front of the camera. But no, I like it. I have, like you said, two of my hollow bodies are bigger, and then I have the single cut hollow body PRS. But this is nice. This is a good size, and I think
it probably could stand a trip down to woodshed to be set up. I mean, the action could be maybe a little bit better.
Right. But no, I mean, there's these inexpensive guitars with the technology they have. They can make them look really like a high-end vintage guitar. Put a little flamey things in there. And sunburst, I'm always a sucker for a sunburst. And so you have the electric Spanish 339.
I would say that would be maybe a little bit of a sleeper. Mm-hmm. Like maybe for quality wise, the way it's built and stuff, definitely. If you're thinking about hollow bodies, definitely check out the 339. Everybody I know that has one, or everybody that I've talked to online that has one, really digs what they have going on with that. So I certainly would check that out. But that's the show. I mean, that's this quick little introduction to the Epiphone 339, what it sounds like, give you some ideas about it. If you like that, we have more episodes of You Should Try This coming up. It's not always going to be guitars. There's some pedals and things out there that we might be kicking around a little bit, and other things coming up too. So
maybe we'll cook our favorite food.
Yeah, cook the Sauce Boss. Check out the Sauce Boss. Right. If you like what we're doing, we'd be happy to have you. Wow, cannot talk. If you like what we're doing, we'd be happy to have you join us in this little journey here. So please subscribe and hit like and that kind of stuff.
So with that, PJ, on behalf of the Beard, reminding you that no matter what you hear, you never have too much gear. And maybe I'm going to have a pass at redemption here or just more of a train wreck. Here we go.